We outside. I'm gonna get straight into it. You had people around you that were okay with you giving from an empty cup. They were okay with taking whatever you gave from that empty cup. They were okay with asking for more, demanding more. They were okay with you giving from a place of lack. And they needed to go. God, the universe, whatever you choose to call it, I'm going to call it God. God said they needed to go. You didn't know how to put boundaries in place. You didn't know how to properly care for yourself. And enough was enough. They needed to go. So people, places, and things that were okay with taking from you, that were okay with taking from your emptiness, they had to go. They were removed. Either they were removed or they removed themselves. And you were left to focus on filling your own cup. You needed to. And in that process, you learned how to fill your cup. You learned how to have boundaries. You learned how to love and care for yourself. You learned how to say no. And when that happened, there was some more people that needed to go. The beautiful thing about you is that you're not even mad. You're not upset. You're not a victim in this situation. You are grateful for the way things happened because it allowed you to connect deeper to you and to connect deeper to God. It taught you so much about love. It taught you so much about what it feels like to give from a cup that is full. You never knew what that felt like. You only experienced giving from a place of lack. So when some of those people come back around, they haven't met the new you. They haven't met the you that says no. They haven't met the you that draws the line, and when they cross it, you deal with them accordingly. They haven't met that you. But I have a feeling that they've been meeting that you. And you should feel so proud and accomplished. And I know that sometimes it's hard to say no. It's hard to confront people who cross your line, who cross the boundaries that you've made. Because they treat you like it's a problem, that you have boundaries and that you stand on them. So I'm here to encourage you to continue to stand on those boundaries. Continue to say no. Continue to give from your full cup. Isn't it so beautiful to give from a place of love and abundance instead of a place of lack? Isn't it so beautiful? Doesn't it feel different? So today I was at work and the vulture came back. The baby vulture came back. If you haven't watched my previous videos, you should go do that. Because if you've made it this far, then this message is absolutely for you, without a shadow of a doubt. The teenage vulture came back, chilling, looking around. I could feel it was there because it was a familiar place. It was their birthplace. Just sitting on the roof, minding their business. And here comes the damn sparrow. You know, sparrows are glorified. But if you've been on this channel for a minute, then you know sparrows don't play. They are very aggressive. They will kill another bird. They are not above it. They're very taunting. So of course, they were not having the vulture there. And I watched the sparrow swoop at the vulture. The vulture didn't flinch. The vulture was behaving as if the sparrow didn't exist until it wasn't. The sparrow swooped a few times, repositioned itself, went from a different angle, swooped down at the head of the vulture. The vulture turned its full body around and looked at the sparrow. And the sparrow just sat there gawking, making lots of noise, loud and wrong. But once the vulture turned around and faced the sparrow wasn't moving. And then the vulture turned back around and was facing me right in the window. And the sparrow swooped at the vulture again. This time, something I've never seen before. The vulture chased the sparrow. The sparrow flew and hid in a tree. That story is important to the message I just shared. That sparrow and that vulture have met before, and it is going very different. The vulture would be annoyed. The vulture would never react, but this time, the vulture used its sheer, quiet strength and put that damn sparrow in its place. And it needed to happen that way. So don't be afraid to stand your ground when the sparrows in your life, the loudmouth gawkers, return to poke you, to taunt you. Do not be afraid to respond with elegance and strength and to flex your God-given power. So the vulture could have took it further, but it didn't need to. It just stood its ground enough to let the sparrow know and to remind the sparrow the strength and the power that the vulture had within itself. So stand your ground. There's so many other things that are coming through to me, so this video might be a little bit longer than most of my videos, because there's another piece to this message. And this may be really specific for someone. Forgiveness. Yes, it's important to forgive others. But the forgiveness I'm speaking of is the forgiveness that you need to give to yourself. It's time to stop subconsciously punishing yourself for the things that you allowed other people to do in your life. It's time to forgive yourself for the times that you didn't understand the concept of boundaries and self-love. So you did, and you went along with, and you allowed things that the you of today would never. It's time for you to forgive yourself, to give yourself grace. This is a great place to remind yourself of how far you've come. This is not a space to be punishing or chastising of your mistakes. It's a space to learn from your mistakes and to give yourself the grace and forgiveness that you so easily give to others. Forgive yourself, and it'll create room for you to forgive those people in your life that you've been struggling to forgive. It's all connected. It's all connected. Forgiveness of self and forgiving others is all connected. Because as much as we like to create separation between who we deem to be a victim and who we deem to be a perpetrator, there is common ground. There is connectivity. There is a black mirror that exists between those two seemingly opposite sides. There is a point of connection. I know that message will find the people who needed to hear that message. What a beautiful message. I'm so grateful to be here with you. I'm so grateful that you've joined me on this channel, on this journey. Take a moment to really reflect and celebrate how far you have come. Wow. Like, really. If you were to really think about it from a heart space, you would be filled with joy and gratitude. Because you know more than anyone, more than me telling you, more than anyone in your life. No one knows your experience. No one knows what you have made it through more than you. So you should celebrate. Celebrate it. Thank you for joining me. Please like, comment, subscribe if that message resonated with you. And as always, take care.